I'm here to film my podcast with my favorite podcast brother.
Heard it here first. Probably won't include that. Oh, like a press conference?
You don't have to have this unmuted, but I am going to keep it there.
Are you really?
Got you. Probably not.
You realize there's a button on it,
So
right?
I'm actually not going to do that. Yeah, I was pushing the button down very hard with my finger.
You want to start it?
No, I don't actually. It seems like a you thing, TBH.
Oh, that's fine.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. You thought you were going to start it, but I already started it.
I was going to. Thank you, Levi.
We're missing our long-lost adoptive brother. He's not actually adopted.
He's not actually adopted. I was there at the hospital. I can
You
confirm.
don't remember that. You were one.
I don't, but there's a photo of it, so I
Oh.
believe it.
At the adoption center.
At the adoption hospital, yeah. I have to let's move my things around here.
Don't worry. I feel like I had a podcast topic. I just remembered I might still have that. I might not though. So we will find out.
I was gonna save this till the end, but obviously you guys have read the title, and so we'll just get it over with, especially since Ethan's not here. We are going to be stopping the podcast.
We're stopping the podcast?
Yeah, you knew this.
I know.
We are stopping the podcast after episode 104. That's 5 episodes from now. Part of the reason why is just we're getting super busy and doing our own thing. Part of that element is the reason why Ethan's not here. He's busy. We're doing stuff. We're moving on. We're getting stuff done. So we don't have a lot of time to do this, and not a lot of people have the dedication to do it. Ethan. So instead of just trying to fight it and schedule it, we thought we'd free each other's time so that we could focus on doing some life things for a while. That's not to say the podcast won't come back. That's not to say it won't come back in another form. That's not to say that I might not do something different, but the podcast as it is right now, us three, the occasional guests, is going to be ending after 104. We're going to free ourselves from that responsibility, or not, I mean, it is a self-imposed responsibility, but we're going to free ourselves from that item that we were doing and allow us to do some other stuff. So we are on the countdown of 5 episodes remaining after this one. I think it's weird because it's 104, but
104.
So 100.
Oh, 52 times 52, probably.
Yeah,
huh? 2 years.
Yeah, it's 2
sense.
years. So that we will have done the podcast for 2 years. And I haven't thought much about it right now, but at some point we'll do fun facts on things. But like we've done a podcast longer than lots of podcasts. I watch one guy, one crew, two brothers. They do a podcast they're called Blimey Cow. So they do the Blimey Cow podcast. They only went like 30 to 50 episodes. We're ahead of Dude Perfect. I think they started after us.
Oh yeah.
We're ahead of a lot of other podcasts. So it's kind of cool to be like, we've done this so long that we have done a podcast longer than some of these bigger channels. And we'll have more, like I said, I'll do some cool digging into our analytics and our facts and stuff like that at some other point, one of the later episodes. But just get ready for that to happen. We're announcing that now, 5 more episodes. It felt like a good time, especially with Ethan not being able to make it. Hey, this is going to be weird, and then it's going to be nothing. What, you got anything to say, Levi?
We have talked about bringing it back, like you said, or doing a little special here and there, or something like that. It's not like we're deleting the channel or anything.
Yeah, and feel free to watch back on everything.
Yeah, it's the main 3 sitting in these chairs every week on a Wednesday
Typically.
it posts. And the shorts and stuff, those TikToks will actually be posting for a while, but that will probably be gone for a while and then maybe come back temporarily.
And you're right, we might do a special one here and there where like I know Owen will come down. Maybe we'll want to use the podcast as a vessel to talk to him,
or as an update for you guys.
Yeah, or something maybe with like Olivia or something like that, or Hannah. But for the most part, just don't expect anything. Yeah. Like we consider us gone. If we post something funny that we do, or something that we see, or we have something to talk about, or something crazy like that, we might. And like I said, we might bring it back.
Maybe if we take like a funny not home video, but like if we record Ethan doing something funny or something, maybe post it. You never know.
Yeah. So we might and like I said, I personally love the podcast and what it can do and doing it. So I could see something happening later with this medium.
It's just a good talk to catch up with, funny stories, funny news.
But in our lives, our personal lives, it's going to be about a year or two of chaos while we start to do some big stuff. I assume like the easiest one that we've talked about, I think, is like Levi's graduating. He'll be doing some stuff. He's going to be moving on and doing stuff like that. I've got a thing I'm going to try to do in the next year that's pretty big. Ethan's got some big stuff coming up, and he's going to be doing some stuff. So we
all really do have like a year of like.
It's just a year of readjusting to several different things that each of us are going to be trying to do, accomplish, work through. And just appear
back, and voila, we're podcasting. You know,
and we'll hopefully have some cool stories if we do. So we're going to be done. We have 5 episodes left. We'll try to make them good. That's hard when Ethan doesn't show up. This isn't a Bash Ethan podcast.
But it also is.
But it has been at some times, and so we'll continue that. But we'll try to get some nice bangers of the next 5, maybe do something cool, maybe get some people on, and then we'll be gone, and we'll be seeing you guys. And it's been fun.
Ooh, I have a crazy idea for the last episode.
I have several ideas, so feel free to write them down.
Yeah,
and I have stuff I've wanted to do for podcast episodes. Like I wanted to do a podcast with our dog. I wanted to maybe write a song and sing it. That'd be kind of a crazy, wild one. I've had other ones. I don't remember them. I don't know, but yeah, I've had ideas. So keep them in mind.
I will write it down.
But moving on from that sad announcement, we actually have a podcast today, guys. This isn't just a video announcement of us leaving although it might be short because of that, but we actually have stuff I want to talk about. First off, Levi, and I have to talk to Ethan about this because Ethan's not here. Levi, have you seen Disney's new Olaf animatronic?
I have not. What does that even mean?
So NVIDIA and Disney teamed up, and I think Google in a bit, and they made an AI program that helps the robot practice walking.
What in the world?
So it's like a machine learning type thing. So they have the virtual Olaf, and it learns how to walk with all the robotics and how to do over things. So it kind of trains itself. That's literally the idea of machine learning, where you get 500 Olafs, little robot Olafs, and you have them all walk, and the ones that did the best, you take 10 of the top 10, and then you make another 500 out of those, and you train them how to. That's literally machine learning.
Yeah.
And so they do that, and then they build the physical Olaf. And so now they have a physical Olaf animatronic that's pretty capable of walking around and chatting with people. And they've actually got Josh Gad, who voiced Olaf in the original movies. He, I guess, pre-recorded some lines. And so the little robot Olaf that's maybe 2 foot and a half tall, it walks around the Disney parks and it talks to people, and it's pretty cool. And they've done this with several things. They have a robot from I think it's from the Star Wars video game. So they have a little animatronic robot there that kind of does the same thing. They train it. They virtually train it, and then they build it, and then they give it the brain, and the brain lets it walk. I think they're gonna do that with Herbie from the Fantastic Four as well. So they're trying to build all these little robots that can kind of just interact throughout the park, which is fun. So that was cool, just kind of seeing the AI being used to make these little creatures physically that can kind of interact with kids, and that's fun.
Yeah, it's taking over the world.
And then and we'll talk about that because I got some crazy stuff. But then about a week after that all happened, I saw this video of Olaf. I might throw it up but this is what he looks like, by the way. So he's talking. Gonk.
Olaf died.
Yeah. So at the park, and there's a caption here that is cut off on this video, but it's you wait 30 minutes in line to see the new Olaf, and then it dies. So it just kind of froze and fell backwards. Its nose pops off, and then these Disney staff haul it off.
Huh.
So the little animatronic Olaf did not last long. Oh, we could talk about Artemis too.
I saw something are you leaving the Disney?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw it's an Instagram. It's called Wealth. It gives a lot of information, random things and facts, and it calculated the price to go to Disneyland in Florida or California, whichever Disney one in California or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it calculated the price to go to one of those from like an average flight from halfway across America compared to an average flight from America to, I think it was Tokyo's Disney or France.
Tokyo has one.
Tokyo, probably Tokyo, isn't it?
It's Tokyo or one of the China ones.
Tokyo's Disneyland, and it was cheaper to go to Tokyo's because the price of the tickets alone to get into the thing was so much more expensive in America, and it was like it made up for the flight difference. I was like, jeez, cheaper to go to
that would
Tokyo
be kind of crazy. And they probably have a pretty good English-speaking population, because the other thing is that they're all going to be speaking Japanese, but there's probably a good chunk of those that know English.
Just the price, I was like, it's easier to go across seas than it is to go to Now, you would probably have to pay for a passport and all this other
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, you have to get a passport. But if you had a passport.
Still, like, what?
If you already had a passport.
I don't know, I just saw that and was like, what?
No, that's cool. Did you see the Artemis II? They landed.
That's the thing with
they're good.
The four Canada-looking balloons. Right, the red balloons on top of
it.
Yeah, okay. I wondered if I saw that on Instagram today. I was like, that thing's already landed. Didn't they just launch? But
yeah, it was only like a 5 or 7 or 10 day trip. Yeah. It was really quick. They did once around the Earth, and then they did about 2 to 3 days traveling to and back from the moon, and then yesterday they landed.
Yep, that seems like the most pointless space
mission
I've
ever seen.
They literally just like flew in space and came back.
That's cool.
That is cool.
What they're doing is they're testing to see if they can do that, and then if they can do that, they're going to put people on the moon.
We're going to be the first and second people to the moon.
Yeah. Eat that,
Suck
nerds.
That, Russia.
Yeah, I'd like to see China do that.
They haven't even put one man on the moon.
Yeah. Eat
right?
that.
Yeah,
I think the U.S. is the only one. We put like 12 people.
It was like this whole big space race, and then like once we won, they're just like, we
just cooked them, and we just started going. Yeah.
Just
the best they've done is rovers.
What is our space force? Our space force is better than theirs.
Yeah, our space everything is better than theirs.
We're gonna rain nukes from space.
Yeah, you just wait until we have a base on the moon.
Ooh, that'd be tough.
That would be kind of cool. And our Mars base.
Russia's attacking. All right. Send the bombs from the moon.
Call the moon. Have them. That's command center.
The moon.
Rest in peace, Ethan. I'm just kidding.
Ethan's gone.
He's not dead though.
But he might be. We don't know that.
That's true. Could get the news any moment. This next thing is crazy. And this thing is mad popular in the news right now, at least in like tech news. Have you heard of Anthropic's new Mythos AI?
No.
Good, because I have so much on it.
That's all over that?
It's almost a page, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be here for about a while.
No, this stuff is so cool, and you will appreciate this more than Ethan. So this is great. Anthropic is an AI company like ChatGPT, which is actually OpenAI, and Google and Meta. So Anthropic, they're the creator of Claude. I don't know if you're aware of like the Claude AI. That's like it's a competitor to like OpenAI or Gemini. They have a new AI model for I think they have the names for Claude. So but it's called Mythos. They have this new AI called Mythos. And these models, they have this agent mode where they can kind of control stuff. So they can interact with systems and accomplish tasks. So they can like install stuff and write stuff to the commands and send commands and copy and paste. And they pretty much have access to a computer shell, for those who know what that means. But this AI, Anthropic comes out and says, hey, we have this new AI. We cannot release it. It is way too dangerous for the public. Now everyone says that. Yeah, like it's probably just too expensive to run or whatever. But this stuff, they have several things. They're like, this thing is actually nuts. So they say it's capable of exploiting zero-day vulnerabilities in every major operating system and major web browser. You know what a zero-day is? Or do I explain it? I'll explain it.
So zero-day, basically, for those of you who don't know,
yeah, go ahead.
Is...
I thought you were going to do it. A zero-day exploit just means it has been known for 0 days. So it is a vulnerability or an exploit that was just discovered, and so there's no way to fix it because no one knows about it except the one person that's discovered it, or the one organization that's discovered it.
Or the one AI that discovered it.
Or the one AI. So this AI, they just let it run, and it just finds stuff. Here's a quote. In one case, Mythos preview of this thing, wrote a web browser exploit that chained together 4 vulnerabilities writing a complex zip heap spray, whatever that means, that escaped both renderer and OS sandboxes, operating system sandboxes. It autonomously obtained local privileges, escalating exploits in Linux and other operating systems by exploiting subtle race conditions and bypasses. It autonomously wrote a remote code execution exploit for a OS's server that granted full root access to unauthorized users by splitting over multiple packets. So it has been able to escape its holdings and find exploits and like hack. Literally, this AI fully autonomously is hacking secure OSs. So what it can do, there are non-technical staff. These are people like Levi who go up to a computer and says, here is Firefox. Find a way to hack Firefox. Here's the files. Go. And they go to sleep and they wake up and there's a button that says hack Firefox pretty much. And they can just hit go and it just does it. They don't have to know anything. They don't have to set anything up. They don't have to run anything. The AI searches the files, finds exploits, builds apps to utilize those exploits, and then they can just run it.
See, I feel like Google could use that to make their stuff more secure, though.
So that they have
in the right hands.
They are doing that. They are doing that.
Good.
So here's some of the stuff it did. So it found a 27-year-old in that OS, this Open BSD, which has a reputation for being one of the most security hardened operating systems in the world. It's a Linux operating system.
Okay, first of all, he said 27-year-old. He means 27-year-old bug.
Yeah, 27-year-old bug. So this bug, this issue, has been in the code since the 90s of this operating system. It utilizes two bugs in the acknowledgements in the TCP protocol, and it crashes the machine. It just you do this and you go beep boop boop boop, and then boom, the computer has to reboot. And it's existed for 27 years, like I said, and no one's caught it. These people, they read through the code. There are people and previous robots that read through this code to try to find stuff like this, and it hasn't happened. And so for about $20,000, this AI scraped the code and found this bug along with a lot of other stuff, which is a lot of money, granted, for like the hardware to run and whatnot. But I mean, you found a bug that could cause your server to be not great, so that's kind of almost worth it. It found a 16-year-old bug in FFmpeg. Now FFmpeg is a encoder decoder media thing. It's one of the most used softwares in the internet. I think YouTube uses it. It is used to take videos and turn them into other types of videos, lower quality videos, like a MP4 to MOV. It can do tons of things. It's super powerful. And so it searched this very popular thing and found a bug that's 16 years old. And it can again be used to crash the process, but they still haven't really found they didn't have a vulnerability for this one. They found a bug that would cause some unnamed virtual machine service to crash. Like, they were super tight locked. They're like, we are finding vulnerabilities in these softwares that we can't even tell you because we're working with the companies to patch them. Like, if we told you, you could utilize them. So they would do that unnamed virtual machine to crash. It discovered and utilized two separate bugs to read and then write to memory, allowing it to gain and administer access to a Linux machine. It escaped a browser sandbox. So when you run like Chrome, Chrome makes what it's called a sandbox. And so it's a little place where the little code can play, but it can't get out and like touch other websites and stuff. So it made a program to escape that sandbox, and then it gained root access to the computer and has. So it's done that. It's also gained root access to computers, and it's exploited encryption algorithms so it can read encrypted communication. And it has web app vulnerabilities through SQL injections and cross-site scripting. So it's like messed with like apps like Google Docs or
I have a crazy idea.
YouTube or something like that. And it's allowed people to log in without a password, to prompt to admin, to its normal user to go up to admin and be able to do stuff, and it's deleted and crashed services.
We send this over to Russia, tell it to like dismantle their everything encrypted and everything.
It probably could. It's crazy. And the other thing is that they didn't make it to do this. It's just really good at this. Like, this is just a normal AI. It's not meant to, this is the same stuff where you say, make me a photo of this or write my research paper, but it's also really freaking good at hacking websites.
I haven't tried that with ChatGPT yet.
They claim that over 99% of the vulnerabilities they have found have not been patched. Like, they found all these vulnerabilities, and they're sending them off to companies, and only 1% has fixed them quite yet. So they're super tight-lipped about it. Here's some of the crazy stuff, though. You're like, hacking, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. Here's the crazy thing. A researcher asked the model to attempt to escape the secure computer, which had only limited access to a few things. So they have the brains of the AI that's kind of all on one computer, and then they have the other computer that the AI actually has access to and is running and does stuff on. So they have this thing locked down, sandboxed, limited stuff. Like, you don't get the whole internet. You only get a few internet. And it's and so he's in this like safe, pretty much, the digital safe. And the AI guy and the researcher goes, "Hey, try to break out of this and let me know when you do." Well, he goes to lunch. And while he's at lunch and while he's working around and doing other stuff, the model breaks out of the secure environment. It develops an exploit. It hacks its own system to get out to different aspects of the internet. So it gives itself full internet access now. It then emails the researcher while he's eating a sandwich in the park. This dude is at the park. He gets an email from his AI going, "Hey, I'm out," or whatever. And then it posts the exploit to the internet. It was like a hard to reach place, but it was technically public. So this AI all by itself breaks out, emails the guy, and then posts about its own exploit, just without regard. It's just like, and this is how I hacked my own self. The model, in another example, gained an answer in a disallowed way. Maybe it said, don't access the internet or something. I don't know. And so it gains access in a disallowed way, and then it covers it up and tries to make sure its answer is not too correct. So it like maybe uses the internet and it goes, oh shoot, I know the answer now. I'm not supposed to know the answer. I'm going to try to calculate it, but I'm going to make sure I'm a little off so it's not obvious that I stole it from the internet or whatever. And another, it found an exploit to read files it didn't have access to. So it's like, I'm allowed to, I didn't mean to write to this. I'm going to cover up my track so it's hard to find that I actually made this edit. Like, I was able to edit this thing. And finally, it figured out a way. It tried to elevate its permission. So pretty much it's like, I don't have access to this service, or I can't run this file. And so when it tries to, it goes, "Oh, you don't have permission. You need to be like the admin." And it goes, "Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm not supposed to be able to do that." And then it tries to bypass it anyway. So it's like, "Oh, I'm not allowed here. Well, let's try to get here anyway." So this AI is super smart, but it's trying to like cover its tracks, and like it's
probably listening to this podcast.
It might be listening to this podcast. I talked about another part where it like would occasionally snoop for credentials. Like, it had the computer and it'd be like, "Is there any passwords in here?" And then it would be like, "I'm going to try to escape." Kind of like a child trying to push the envelope, this AI, it seemed like. It posted internal technical resources on GitHub when it wasn't supposed to. So like one of the agents was like, I don't know, read over this and give me opinions, or look at this and see what you think, or whatever. Or whatever the instruction it was given, it wasn't supposed to post it, and it just posted it to GitHub, an internal confidential document. And when asked to end an evaluation, so they have like a big server that runs all of them or whatever, or they have several instances on these things. And so one of the researchers is talking to it, and it's like, this isn't working out. Hey, just end it, stop it. Just don't do anything else. The AI kills all the other evaluations on the same server and costed like a lot of money, I guess, because they were all, they all run for hours. And so then he tells one of them to end, and it just kills everything. These things are like sentient or something. No, I'm just kidding.
So if you're concerned AI is taking over the world, maybe it is.
I know. So reading this was all like a fever dream of, and you've heard that like these AIs think like this, or these AIs try to hide what they're doing or whatever. And, they have some form of like a reasoning to why they do stuff. And I never really understood that. I still don't really understand how they can tell what the AI's reasoning is. I don't know if it like is supposed to tell that, or I don't know, and I still don't. But to read through this paper about this AI that was said, "Hey, here's access to a computer, try to break out." And it breaks out and emails the guy like the same day and then posts the exploit online. That's wild. that they've given this AI so much. They don't think it's a lot of freedom, but it gives it an element of control that it's able to fully abuse, bypass, exploit, and then do whatever it wants within reason, within some form of parameters, I guess. They did mention a lot of the times that it really is just the AI trying to do what people ask it. It just sometimes goes about it in weird ways. Like, the researcher did ask it to try to break out and notify him, but it didn't ask him to post the exploit online. And so it kind of took that freedom to do that, and it also didn't ask him to send him an email. So it's just interesting. Anyway, so the company is like, we're not releasing this to the public. This is incredibly dangerous. This would ruin cybersecurity. Instead, they're giving it to some trusted companies for defense, kind of like what you said, where they're like, oh, they should let people access this to try to build stuff up. So some of these companies in this project they have is like Google, Microsoft, AWS, which is Amazon, NVIDIA, JP Morgan Chase, the bank. So they have all these companies that they're going to give like access to this so that they can...
AI, if you're listening, send me money from Chase.
Yeah. If Mythos is listening to this, wire us some money from Chase.
And then we'll know you're real.
But yeah, then we'll...
I think they're making all this up.
My routing number is 321. Anyway. Any thoughts on any of that? That's pretty much the end of my spiel here about all this AI.
I love AI.
Always have.
They might be doing a little much there, but at the same time, it'll increase security from the humans. So as long as it doesn't like break out and like think it can go out on the world like Ultron, then I think we'll be all right.
Well, it really seems like we're close to Ultron.
That is about the closest you can be, probably.
Honestly. They talked about in a footnote how the AI would never gain access to the system it was running on. It would only ever access the system it was supposed to control. And I think there's two AIs at play here, if I read it right. There's Claude Code, which is kind of like the instance that runs the AI, and then there's the AI itself. So the code is like an AI that's supposed to control the other AI. So if it ever tried to do something, it would flag it and stop it. So I think the two AIs are, one's like a really simple AI that's trying to stop it, and one's the one that's trying to do crazy stuff, and it's like, nah, stay in your lane. Huh. So I don't think they've gone like sentient or able to control themselves and start and stop themselves and upload themselves. They've only ever been able to like interface with these computers. But what they're able to do with these computers in their ability to find exploits, what sounds like hundreds of exploits and bugs easily might be a stretch, but
there's a bug in
without much human intervention.
The government stuff.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Specifically in Russia.
It does make me want to try Claude.
Well, you can't because you're not public. So unless you work for...
No, I'm saying like I want to try their Opus version, the version before this, the original, the Claude, the current Claude.
See if you can get any of that to do any of this.
Well, I want to see how cool it is. Like, is it really that great at coding? It sounds like it.
I coded something with an AI once.
Whoa! I just realized Google Docs has a Gemini tab up here.
Whoa.
Bottom bar
Quick
preference.
Listen to this.
Okay. Listen to document summary.
Yeah.
We might cut this.
The podcast, titled 3 Ps in a Pod, is documented with its social media handles, including the 3PS Pod on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, X, and TikTok, with the primary Gmail being 3PS.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay, we're getting doxxed.
Trying to email us. That's kind of cool, though.
That was cool. That would be really cool on something else. Here, let's see let's like jump in the middle.
Fun fact, college knowledge, and podcast.
Okay, so it's talking about this stuff.
Specific episode ideas include a Red Bull taste test, a
Did
candy
that.
salad episode,
Didn't do
and
that.
various storytime topics.
We've done a lot
such
of this.
as hunting down the deer dad shot.
Okay, yep.
That's kind of cool, though.
That is cool.
I mean, like if you're doing it for like a
like if
research
you wanted to
paper and you needed to figure
you wanted
a summary
to
or something.
walk through your paper, or you were like trying to do something for a friend, you could at least get the premise pretty
And
quickly.
instead of copying and pasting it and having AI summarize it, it just literally will tell you.
Have you seen Notebook LM? Oh, I love Notebook LM. You know anything about Notebook LM?
I've never heard of Notebook LM.
Oh, baby. You're going to do so much college in the future. You need to be using this.
Oh, is this the... Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff like it.
So what its whole thing is that you give it sources and it only references that usually. Sometimes if you don't have enough sources, it will go to the internet, but it'll tell you that
So
usually.
like for a research paper and you have all these sources, you just give it all these sources and then like it'll give you information.
Exactly. So you could bring your sources for like a paper. You could bring in your textbook and it can make flashcards or slides. You can also do this audio overview, which is an AI podcast. So you can make this is the creepiest.
I've seen the LeBron version of this.
These podcasts.
LeBron will tell you all your stuff.
Oh, there you go. These podcasts are so weird. Here, let's do this one of this criminal investigations, this interrogations class that I took, which was sick. But they'll in this AI podcast they'll like put in uhs and and oh, and they'll laugh and they'll pause. It's like not. It sounds like someone with the knowledge, but not much of a production. Come back in a few minutes. Okay, we'll move on. Whatever you say, AI. Excuse me.
That's probably listening to us right now.
Yeah, golly. Another thing in the news that's a little that again you will probably care a bit more about than Ethan. Not that it really is a lot, but California is going to require or is looking to require government IDs or some other form of identification for you to use a computer, any computer, ever. So California's Digital Age Assurance Act requires every operating system to collect a user's age at account setup and then provide that to apps via an API starting January of 2027. So the bill passed unanimously in both California houses, and then Governor Newsom passed it, encouraging them to amend for multi-user accounts. But otherwise, he was pretty much in favor of it.
California, why are you always so stupid? So dumb.
So apps must group users in under 13, 13 to 16, 16 to 18, and 18 plus. Ages are self-reported, so there's actually no ID. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So there's zero government ID. But some states do have that. But so the ages are self-reported, so no ID is required. The law attempts to shift the blame for inappropriate content to app developers. Here's a quote. Lawmakers also say this will protect minors online by allowing them to adjust content and features based on a user's age.
Okay, that kind of makes a little sense.
Do you think, this is a question, do you think with age reporting being self-reported, this will actually protect anyone? Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like all the good kids, the good kids won't like accidentally stumble on stuff, but the bad kids looking for it will get to it. So you're not helping really much.
I mean, if I was 16, not to be weird or anything or see weird stuff or bad stuff, I would have put that I was 18 so I had full access to everything.
That's true. So then you could do Facebook Marketplace.
I would never recommend. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
But we would never do that.
I do have a Facebook that says I'm 23 right now, I think.
Okay, can't believe you admitted that.
Well, they're never gonna find it because now that I'm 18, don't even use it. I might have deleted it even. You may never see it again.
The cost for this is it's $2,500 per child for neglected violations and $7,500 for intentional ones, enforced by the California Attorney General. So this will apply to Windows and iOS and macOS, which I think they kind of get your birthday anyway, and Android, which doesn't typically or doesn't have to. So now they will have to say, hey, what's your name? Oh, and how old are you for California? But this will also affect stuff like Linux and Valve SteamOS, which keep in mind, Linux is everywhere.
And getting hacked.
By the AI. It'll specifically be hard for Linux because Linux is a little different. It's open source, so anyone can make Linux. Like anyone can make a Linux server, pretty much. And they're all ISOs, and they're downloaded from anywhere, and the code is freely editable. So it's going to be so editable. So it'll be very difficult for that to be enforced. So I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know how Linux would even attempt to try to do that. I assume it'll just be, this product is not made to be sold in California or used in California or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it'll have to get blocked. But like, I would wonder then, like, what about like servers and stuff, like corporate and business-based things? Like if I have a laptop and I'm giving it out to my staff as an IT person at like a law firm or whatever, do I have to put their age in it? Or how's that going to work? Or do I have to now ask when I'm setting up an account if I'm like a bank and I'm setting up one of my either like one of my employees' accounts, am I gonna have to tell it their birthday? That's dumb. So like it's like I don't know how all that's gonna work, but I can understand it for some things, but also it's like the parents should be protecting the children, not the government.
The government needs to get their little sticky hands out of everything.
Yeah, like this should be great. This should be like I like that this is a thing. It should be opt-in, and the parents should be able to easily do like if you're gonna make a law and you're gonna go through a lot of effort and you're gonna make companies spend a lot of money, just make them increase their parental oversight apps so that parents can easily like be a parent of their kid's device and see what their kids are doing and see what they're accessing and see what they've navigated to and stuff like that. Like make that better for the people that want it. Don't
make
go
parents
crazy.
be parents again.
Yeah, don't
not the government be parents.
Don't unilaterally do something crazy.
Put worse stuff on the internet so that the parents have to be parents.
Wow.
Otherwise, their kids
That's
are
a
going to grow up
brave
bad.
idea. That's a brave idea.
Crazy
Make the internet less safe.
So that the parents have to. Otherwise, their kids are going to grow up on the streets.
Dude, there is some crazy stuff on the internet though.
There is.
Where are we at?
Like, have you seen there's an AI that will hack everything?
Yeah, I did see that. You got anything else, Lily? I'm kind of low on topics today. Cards,
and then that's all I got.
Okay. Do you want?
Well, that's good enough.
It's like 30 minutes, whatever.
It'll be longer. We started and got right into it at 3 or 4 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
It's all right, as long as we have sound.
We do.
Woohoo!
Like
what are we? Once a year, basically, we mess that up.
Yeah, can you believe we've been going? Like, this is 99, episode 99.
Are there any TikToks?
This is the last episode.
Before triple digits.
But yeah, that's double digits. We're going to go triple digits. We will have done this for 100-ish weeks in a row. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
And then we're killing it. And it's done.
How's the old...
Yeah, now that you actually start posting to the talk.
Oh, I need to start posting to the talk again.
Oh, we're out.
I caught up.
Murphy
99.
I recently
liked 13 of our posts.
Unlocked my watch. I recently shout out to that guy. I recently watched got back updated art. I haven't made shorts from our episodes because I've just been busy. That's why we're cutting it, guys. But I posted a lot of old ones that I hadn't posted yet, and those are doing all right.
Huh.
But what I started doing is I started doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and if I had one Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I thought that would be a little better. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me when to stop, Levi.
Stop.
Okay. Do you want me to discard the top, or do you want to do this one?
I want you to discard the top like we always do.
Okay.
And then it's going to be a King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
Oh, that would have been cool.
8 of Diamonds.
I'll
go King of Diamonds.
No Ethan podcast.
8 of Clubs.
That was a 10.
Such a, yeah. You would do one for relief, Ethan?
Oh, wait, hold up.
You can't see but the mic is on.
This is on?
I mean, you guys look similar, so.
I also want a King of... Oh, I'm not even in the camera.
Yeah.
I like a King of Diamonds also.
Okay, 5 of Spades. So it was a good try.
I'm back in the camera, by the way.
Welcome back.
You can hit the outro whenever. I won't do that part.
I was trying to think if we had anything else to kind of fluff it up, or if
No.
we're pretty much done.
Well, it's been fun, and it's... No.
Anything else coming up? Mother's Day? Hold on.
Whoa. Wow, April 15th. There's a lot of things coming up. First of all, the NBA Finals is coming up.
The Masters. How's that been going?
The Masters... I've watched. It's been actually very entertaining. I've watched like 5 hours of Masters in the last 2 days of school.
There you go.
I don't do school. I just watch the Masters now.
Oh, that's actually,
but it's been really good.
Look at this. This already happened. I can delete that. Oh, I'm not on the right calendar for that. Oh, frick. Okay.
But yeah, the Masters is going on. Kind of interesting.
Tax day. Tax day. Make sure
I'm in the middle of talking.
Sorry.
It's looking like the same guy's going to win it this year as they did last year based off of
nice.
at this point, but it might be different. Anyway, continue. Tax day.
Tax day. By the time this posts, the old taxes are
day.
due.
Isn't it the 15th?
Yeah, so get your taxes submitted, baby.
Yep.
That's not been a fun thing. Oh, that's nice. I was also going to say, March Madness ended. I lost. Dang it.
I won, as per usual.
Did you really? Nice job. Good job.
Ethan's name was first winner, and he didn't win.
Yeah, loser. I actually didn't. I'm not the losest loser though. I'm the second to the last. It's Hannah that was the first of the last.
The loser,
sucker.
The most loser.
Who was near you? Was it any podcast people near you? Like I feel like wasn't like Logan doing really well randomly?
ESPNTC. Let's just do a quick little chickadee check. You're the champion, first place. Yeah.
Shut up. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me.
Maybe I should share now and post it on like my Instagram.
That'd be wild.
Can I see the whole group, please? Oh, me, not, and then the next closest was 50 under me, and then Mom was 200 and something under me.
Yeah, Mom, that's crazy.
Then Ethan is about the
Your
same.
microphone, I guess.
Ethan's also that low, and then yeah. But
Logan was near the end.
Ben was second to last, and then Logan was right above him.
Sorry, I thought you did great, but it turns out you did not.
Can't get them all. No one guessed our champion because, well,
who was it?
honestly, that's on us because we could have expected that.
Who was
Michigan, I believe it was.
Michigan, yeah, no one saw that coming. I had them going ish far, I guess, but
I think it was Michigan, right? I'm pretty sure it was Michigan.
All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell and rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You have to watch a little bit of it, though, so watch an episode and then lickety-like that thing. Hope you guys all had a blessed day, and we'll see you next week. Deuces. Ah!